even numbers. Really, what are even numbers? Even numbers, just to remember the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19, 20, 22, 24, and so on. Multiples of 2, okay? So, really, what are even numbers? That 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, these are even numbers, okay? So just to think of this number here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 0, then think of this one, 52. Here you could see this number, really this can be divided by 2. When you divide this 52 by 2, then it's unable to get a remainder here, right? You are unable to get a remainder here when you divide this one. So 52 over 2, let's divide. Then 5 upon 2, 2 times 4, 5 minus 4, 1, here 12. So 12 over 2 is 6, 2 times 6 is 12. So 26. So when you divide 52 by 2, then you cannot find a remainder. So anyway, when it comes to any number, when you divide a certain number by 2, if you are unable to get a remainder, right? So then every time you need to divide that number by 2, then if you are unable to get a remainder, then that number can be considered as an even number. So not only that, you could get this idea, right? 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. If you are able to see in a certain number these digits, right, in the ones place, these digits, if you are able to see in a certain number in the ones place these digits, that's numbers you could identify as even numbers. Think of this one, 200. You could see this 0 is here, is found in the ones place. Therefore, then 200 can be identified as an even number. Just to think of 512. You could see 512 in the ones place, this 2, right? This one, 512, right? So 512 also can be identified as an even number. Just to think of this one, 2004. So you could see in the ones place, right? 2004 also we could identify as an even number. Likewise, we could write another number using just, you think of this one, 1576. This one also can be identified as an even number. 1576 also is an even number. Then just to think of another number that you could write using digit 8, in the ones place, the digit that you need to write is 8. Yeah. So this one, 1998, also an even number. Okay. So these are even numbers. So let's learn about some odd numbers. So when you know even numbers, you are able to get some odd numbers as well. So you think of this one, these digits 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. If you are able to see in the ones place these digits, so which means I will give you an example. 61. 61 can be identified as an even number. Just another one. 513. You could see in the ones place. 3 you would see, and the other one, another one, 4765. This one also can be identified as an odd number, right? So this one, 979. This one also can be identified as an odd number. So on the other hand, when you divide a certain number by 2, then if you are able to see, if you can get a remainder, you need to get a remainder 1 every time, right? So that's numbers we could identify as odd numbers. Just to think of this one, 7. 7 is an odd number, right? This is divided by 2. 7 upon 2 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. You could see remainder is 1. Therefore, 7 is an odd number. Just to think of 11. 11 also, that this is an odd number. Let's divide this by 2. Then 11 upon 2 is 5. 2 times 5 is 10. 11 minus 10 is 1. Then remainder is 1. Therefore, 11 also can be identified as an odd number. Okay. So now you know that what are odd numbers, what are even numbers. Okay. We are able to learn right now about square numbers. Really, what are square numbers? Square numbers, square numbers, square numbers, right? Square numbers. What are square numbers? Easily you are able to get square numbers as well, right? So, just to think of 1, right? 1. Then the other one, 4, right? And also we are able to write 9 as well, right? These numbers can be entered into a square, right? 1, 4, 9 and so on. So I will show you the relation between these numbers, right? Between and among these numbers. So 1 into 1 is 1. Then here, this is the first square number, right? Second square number you could get as, 2 times 2 is 4, right? Third square number is 3 times 3 is 6. No, you need to multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. So these are square numbers, right? Square numbers can be taken multiplying these numbers, right? Multiplying these numbers, which means first square number you are able to get that 1 times 1, second square number 2 times 2, third square number 3 times 3, 9, fourth square number 4 times 4, 16. These are the square numbers, right? First square number 1 into 1 is 1, right? Second square number 2 times 2 is 4, right? Third square number you could get as 3 times 3 is 9, right? Fourth square number is 4 times 4 is 16. This is the way of getting the square numbers. If you want to get the 10 square number, how can you get the 10 square number? It's able to get the 10 square number, that 10 times 10, which is 100. This is the 10 square number. If you want to get the 20th square number, then 20 times 20, which is 400. Okay, so you know right now about square numbers as well. Okay, so what are triangular numbers? Right now I'm going to teach you that about triangular numbers. So what are triangular numbers? Triangular numbers. Triangular numbers. Really, what are triangular numbers? Yes, triangular numbers. What are triangular numbers? Yes, but these are triangular numbers. Just think of 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Really, these are triangular numbers. Why do we say that these are triangular numbers? It's able to enter these, when you write this one, then 1 means then this one, 1, right? Next one, this is 3. These numbers, previously I taught you about when I was teaching you about square numbers, and that numbers were entered into, squares. Likewise, when you enter this 1 into a triangle, then because of that reason, this 1 is able to enter into triangle. Therefore, we could identify this one as a triangular number. Then 3 also can be entered into triangle. Therefore, 3 also we consider as a triangular number. But anyway, every time this is not an art class, you know about it. So therefore, we are unable to enter these digits into triangles, right? Anyway, then you should be taught a certain way of getting triangular numbers. I'll teach you that way, right? 1, 3, 6, 10, 15 and so on. 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. Then if you want to get the other triangular number, then you need to add, what's the digit that you need to add to? 15, yeah? Tell me. Then 15 minus 6 is 21. So these are, then just bear in mind these things, right? This is the relation, right? So these are triangular numbers, okay? Triangular numbers. Just bear in mind, right? Okay, this is a way of getting the triangular numbers as well. Then, yes, okay. So you need to learn about more things of types of numbers, right? Basically, you need to know these numbers, these types of numbers, odd numbers, even numbers, square numbers, as well as triangular numbers. Okay. So let's meet in the near future as well. Thanks a lot.